Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the Reporter Vlog with the second double header of today. Uh, with Louisville, all Louisville, pretty much with the Louisville flavor, in other words, um, aka hometown flavor. First story, don't want to forget the credits because I forgot the credits for both for the last two stories in my other double header. Uh, Louisville Bar on the Barstown Road closing its doors after months of investigations. Um, Credits go to get my credits. They go to wave3.com. With with the publisher being Julia Huffman and Logan Perone. Published on July 8th, 2024 at 3:32 p.m. After months of investigations and complaints, the Louisville Bar on the Barstown Road announced its closure. Announces its closure for 4 years. After 4 years in business, Africanza Lounge posted to their social media. Africanza Lounge posted to its social media saying that they are closing effective immediately. It is with a heavy heart that we announce that the closure of Africanza Lounge effective immediately after 4 years of serving the community. We have made the nope. Effective immediately after 4 years of serving the community, we have made the difficult decision to close our doors. We want to extend our deepest gratitude to all of our loyal customers, the dedicated employees, and supportive partners who have been with us throughout this journey. The patronage and trust have meant the world to us. We want to sincerely thank everyone who supported us. We wish you all the best in the future. Back in June, both Africanza and Lounge and Cafe 360 received violation notices from the city seeking to ban their 2 a.m. liquor licenses for repeated violations, including inadequate security and people in with guns and serving after hours. Uh, this came after months-long investigations. The Alcoholic Beverage Control said that they are substantiated complaints and other violations made against Africanza Lounge and Cafe 360 because of these claims. Metro ABC officials said they referred to the cases to code enforcement and ensured both establishments comply with local regulations. Christopher Wiggums called several of the incidents in his Ring camera. Is it's a sight of relief, Chris said. I think it's definitely going to be a little quieter. Hopefully, for some less, hopefully some less violence. Chris has lived on the block for about 7 years and says things started from when Africans moved in. Gunshots started. There's several violence, fist fights right out of the hair in front of the door. He described. It's just It was a different neighborhood after that. William says there are no problems at Cafe 360 until Afrikaans. There was no problem at Cafe 360 until Afro-Kanza lounge opened. I really think I'm not just the only one, but I really think Cafe 360 got a really bad rap over this. Chris said the night disturbances also proved to be a daytime problem for business in the area. It's the grain general manager Luke Rondot said sales have been down during the balance. We've definitely lost some of our local regulars. Rondot said they didn't want to deal with some of that because it's scary. And though some customers have stopped coming in, local authorities stepped in up their presence. They've We've had the Department of Public Works come over and inspect our licenses a little more frequently. Rondot said one actually came in here today, Monday, to make sure that we had our codes and everything. Codes and Codes and Regulations Director Richard Price said the department's approach is an attempt to stop these types of incidents across the city. We are going to be aggressive, Price said. We are going to be aggressive with the property maintenance code, with the nuisance ordinance. We want to make sure that businesses comply with that. He insists their efforts are to protect the community's interests. Our presence is not here to say you can't own a business, Price said. Our presence is here to say that you got to do it safely and not become a nuisance. Our department is committed to the compliance across the metro and to continue working with the Louisville Metro Police Department, Alcohol Beverage Control, and others to ensure all Louisville business prioritize community safety. Richard Price, Director of Codes Regulation, said we want business owners to know that we will not tolerate violations and are dedicated to maintaining the highest standard of health, safety, and well-being in our community. In July 2023, 3 people were shot outside. Three people were shot outside Afro-Kanza Lounge in the 1500 block of Bardstown Road. Bricky Kim, 31, died. Dozens of videos of moments before the shooting were sent to wave troubleshooters. Councilwoman Ben Reno Weber issued the following statement on Monday in response to Afrikaans Lounge closure. We are committed to maintaining a safety and thriving environment for our businesses. We are committed to maintaining a safe and thriving environment for our business and patrons. District 8. I value our local business and am dedicated to supporting them. It should not come at the detriment of residents who live here. The announcement from Afrikaans emphasizes the importance of compliance with our city's regulations. ongoing and repeated violations have left the city with no choice but to enforce these regulations to ensure the safety and well-being of our residents. I would like to express my gratitude for the hard work of ABC and those regulations to upholding metro ordinances. Remain committed to fostering a business-friendly environment by ensuring that these establishments adhere to necessary codes and regulations designed to protect the citizens of Louisville. Alcohol Beverage Control says they recognize and allow these efforts to address compliance issues and to be responsible neighbor to the community. They said in a pre-hearing conference to further address concerns will be held on August 6th. Our priority remains the safety and the well-being of the public. Well, this is pretty much a squeeze play to get rid of two lounges, kill two birds with one stone. In other words, um, the Cafe 360 just has to be had to be in the way. Well, this is all good either way because because basically when it comes to these clubs, these are the results of keeping these clubs in business. Alcohol is in the mix. Expect things not to run to expect things to run expect the atmosphere of chaos. In other words, but good job for Louisville because Bardstown Road should not be a hot spot. You never used to hear about Bardstown Road being a hot spot. But basically, this is like I said, this is a Louisville killing two birds with one stone, and getting rid of one guy, and basically another guy that's went along, pretty much just drove the car. I went along with the program. And by dropping complaints, pretty much the complaints that's got hard to carry for these two businesses, and basically pretty much just broke their back. And like I said, it's not it doesn't make sense as far as Bardstown Road becoming a hot spot because it never used to be that way. Like they pretty much said in the article, that once Africans moved in, everything went down. Yeah, everything went down. But it should be relief for the people living in that area, in that neighborhood of Bardstown Road. Um, it should be more quieter because they need as a personal note, they need to put a Starbucks up there. And that make it even more better, more another Panera. But that's as a side note. Sure wouldn't hurt, though. But like I said, this is basically a squeeze, a little bit squeezing out, finally squeezing out these two troublemaking making clubs and guess to make a Bardstown World a lot more quiet and a lot more safer. And it should do it. That says another another club that hasn't been caught yet. But a business can take so much far as in regulations and complaints, especially the complaints. That does more harm than anything. It's like stacking bricks on top of on the back of somebody. Sooner or later, you ain't gonna be able to hold it. You got to do either comply or close your doors. But that's all I got for this one. Let's move on to the final story of this double header. The final story. Final story. Downtown skyscraper. Downtown skyscraper repossessed after the frauding on $28 million loan. Whew, man. Louisville. Okay. It's brought to you by WHLS, Channel 11, with the business of, let's see. Oh, here we go. With the publisher being there we go. Oh, you had WHS Channel 11 with the publisher being Jay Skiba. He published this at 12:50 p.m. on July 8th, 2024. Updated 12:50 p.m. on the same day, July 8th, 2024. Louisville, Kentucky, a judge recently placed the Louisville skyscraper in a receivership after its owners defrauded on a $28 million loan, according to the new court documents. A lawsuit was filed in June by the lender Wilmington Trust National Association in Jefferson County Circuit Court and accused the owners of the Medinger Tower of failing to make a monthly payment of, let's say, a lot of money last November. The plaintiffs also claim the owners have not made a payment in any subsequent month. 26-story Medinger Tower is located on the 400 block of 4th Street. Know where that is. Near 4th Street Live. Pretty much next door neighbors. The owners of the building are listed in the lawsuit as Florida-based in real properties. InReal spokesperson did not respond to the request for comment Monday. According to court documents, Wilmington Trust sought to foreclose on the property and sell all its assets. They claim the owners of the skyscraper owe, like I said, a lot of money in the outstanding principal and additional a lot of money in late fees and other charges. Dang. June 1st, court documents indicate judge granted a motion to send the building into the receivership. Jonathan Margolis of Michigan-based Farman Group was given the control of the building and its assets. He was also given authority to sue a sale of the tower. Downtown Louisville has seen its mixed bag of results in the years following the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. February, Humana announced plans to vacate its downtown building on Main Street within 2 years. Officials said the workforce shifted to more flexible hours styles in recent years, leading to the company to reevaluate how much office space. office space it needed. It needs. One day late, Fifth Third Bank announced that it would be moving all employees out of the downtown building and into the space in Nulu. Last week, however, plans were revealed for a new $175 million 27-story building with a hotel and ballroom near the KLC Young Center. It is so well. Well, okay. Screen going everywhere, boy. Hey. I'm trying to find a point. That points. Here's the point we needed. The 26-story manager building is located in the 400 block of 4th Street, near 4th Street Live. The owners of the building are listed in the lawsuit as Florida-based In Real Properties. In other words, some outsider is not paying their bill, or didn't pay their rent. Man, guy that came in, guy comes in, buys that building, and then decides not to pay his rent or the fees, all that money. So basically, this ain't Louisville problem. This is an outside uh, uh, owner's problem. Um, don't know what to say about this. So, as far as this company, as far as this story in general, uh, but I know where this place is at. Like I said, it's next door to 4th Street Live. Pretty much, and I think Starbucks is up in there. Fifth Third is up in there. I think they pretty much closed. They probably not up in there no more. Um, and they just need to. But like I said, I think this is probably going to be another squeeze play to make room for the $175 million 27-story building with a hotel and ballroom near the KFC Home Center. And why they make this building pretty much as a dinosaur. It's been there since the day. This building's been there since the days of the Galleria, because many times we would pass this building up. Many times, all glass. But like I say, it's another squeeze play to get rid of another dinosaur that that an outsider from Florida didn't want the responsibility of. And that pretty much sums up this story. Yeah, this pretty much sums up this story. Outsider got the building, didn't want the responsibility of paying for the building. Look at the number. Whew, man. You know, it's a lot of money when it pretty much, pretty much a line, pretty much about the size of a sentence. But the downtown has been abused over the years, and but like I said, this is another squeeze play to get rid of another dinosaur, cause while keeping 4th Street alive as long as they can, and because to return back to that last point, $175 million 27-story building with a hotel and ballroom near the KFC center. That tells the story right there. That's pretty much the new baby, gonna be the new one, the new child of the city. That's gonna pretty much knock out uh, this building and make it abandoned, and like that that old PNC building, pretty much just across the street from the Belvedere. But that's gonna do it. That's all I can drop on this as far as commentary. Uh, that's they're squeezing out some people that uh uh they're the way Louisville knows how to squeeze out people. But this one is in this story is pretty much not Louisville's fault. That's a guy not just getting the building and not want to deal with the responsibility of paying the price for the building. You know, pretty much tell the story, and they didn't really want to talk with WHAS. That pretty much says it right there. Because if they wanted to defend themselves, they would do an interview with WHAS 11. But since they couldn't they said they want to talk, it says the truth. But that's going to do it. That's all the commentary I can drop on this story. Y'all have a good one. This is another episode of the reporter vlog for reporter vlog for July 11th, 2024 on a Thursday afternoon. Y'all have a good one. I'm gone.